Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to continue with the gallery which I had stopped in the last video. So here in this video, I'm going to show you how to configure more properties of the gallery in PowerApps, and also how exactly we can push this data to the backend data source from which the gallery is built. So let's get started. You can always go refer to my previous video about how this particular gallery is designed on this blank canvas sheet. So first of all, this gallery item here is a non-editable gallery because, as you can see, each of this item in the gallery is all non-editable. So in this way, this particular gallery is only for viewing purpose. Now, if I want to add, so first of all, I will tell you how to add more number of data to this gallery. So here in this particular gallery item, we have the project name and the project lead, and other details can also be pulled into this. So now, so if you want to edit, so right now these fields are non-editable. So if you want to edit these particular gallery items, what I do is I go and create, I insert on this gallery, I go to the insert button and I insert a text input. So when I insert a text input, this is an editable item and editable component. So what I do here, instead of displaying this as a non-editable label, I will use the text input to edit this particular field. So I will remove this. This is called this item dot project name. So I will take this and I will use this on my text input. So on the default property of the text input, I will use this item dot project name, and you got the project name here. So then I will go ahead and delete this particular item. So next, in the same way, I'm going to insert another text input, and this is called on the default item. I give this as this item dot employee name, and you can see my employee name is got displayed here. So in the same way, let me use another text input. I will correctly adjust it to this point, and on the default property item of this, I will give it as this item dot. I get different options here. Once I click this dot operator, I'll click this as name. So instead of name, I don't want name here. I'll just go ahead and give hours logged. So this is the hours logged for this particular gallery. So I will also go ahead and add another text input, which is the last one here. I will give this as this item dot status. So this becomes my meaningful name here. So I'll go and check what is this issue. So okay, I'll just leave that as it is. Okay, so this is because the title doesn't exist, so I can just delete it here. My gallery should still look good. So as this particular gallery doesn't have any of the viewing part, so in this gallery you can also view and edit the fields. So this is how my gallery looks like. Now I will add an PowerFX formula here on this corner of the arrow here, where on the onSelect property I will try to submit each of this. I'll try to submit each of this item into the backend SharePoint. This is my SharePoint list. So I will add the onSelect here on this property so that anything I am able to delete on the gallery, the deleted item and the deleted data will go and be placed in the SharePoint list, which is at the backend. So I will write this formula like this. I will write it as batch function. So employee project tracker, this is my SharePoint list name, and I will give gallery 1 dot selected, whichever item I'm going to edit, and comma, I'll start flower braces, and here I'm going to give employee name will be text input 2 dot txt. I'll give a comma and then I will include, sorry, the first one is the project name. I change this to project name. The second field is the employee name. I will make it as text input 3 dot txt, and the third input is our slot, that is text input 4 dot txt, and the last one is the status text input 5 dot txt. So once I complete this, I will close the flower braces and then I close the other braces and complete this semicolon. But I'm getting an error here, so let's see what is this error. So it says it has got invalid items. So let me try to fix this error. Just try to make it in a proper format. It still says so it says hours logged is not matching to the, so let's make it value. Yeah, so it's a simple error. Yeah, so now it's neatly formatted. You can also use format text. You can do a format text in order to format your code, PowerFX code here. So now it is looking good. So I will close this and I will now play the app using the play button, and I will try to change some of these values here. So I will change this first item in the gallery as 240 hours, and I will click the item enter here, which will help me to push this data to the SharePoint. So I'll click on enter, and let's refresh the SharePoint link. Yes, the item is updated from 120 to 140. So you can also use a message for the user to know that this has been successfully completed. So you can write a message here, notify status completed. Notification type success. So let's save this app and play it again. So I will change this to with Rohan, yes, and I'll change this hours to 240, and I'll click on submit. So a message will be displayed, status is completed. I'll go to the SharePoint, refresh this, and you can see the name of the employee is changed, and also the hours is also changed to 240. So this is about how to edit your gallery items and push the editable data into your backend. That is, in this case, it is a SharePoint. I hope you like this video. For more such videos, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.